Hey guys, thank you for clicking on the link and watching the video. This is one of my first YouTube videos. I just wanted to be an intro for myself and of the car. What I got now is a 1994 Toyota Supra right-hand drive, naturally aspirated 5-speed. I picked up the car in Japan when I was living there. I drove it there for about a year and some change before I had to leave it because it wasn't eligible to ship back yet, and I got out of the military. So I had to wait patiently for a little over a year, but now the time is up and the car is here, and I'm excited to begin this build. So a little story on how I got the car was I was test driving GTRs because I wanted a GTR because they weren't made in the States. So I thought it was cool because it was kind of rare. And at the time, they were eligible to bring back through shipping from the military for free. And I was test driving a few, and a buddy of mine who said he wanted one went out and bought a Supra, and I told him I still wanted a GTR, and he was trying to convince me otherwise to go for the Supra. So he called me up, took me for a ride in his manual twin turbo, and I fell in love with it, and then he let me drive it. And yeah, I was blown away. I actually liked it a lot more than the GTR. But at the time, I didn't see any listed for like a good price that I could afford. So later down the road, right before I was going to move bases down there, I get a call from him saying that his buddy was going to sell it, and he was going to give me a first look at it before he actually put it up. So I went there and test drove it and everything like that, and I fell in love with it. And a couple of days later, I was moving 10 hours south, and this was my commute car to get there. It actually ended up being a 20-hour trip. So like 3 days after I got it registered and everything and insured in my name, I had to move this thing down to Yamaguchi, which is, yeah, like about, would normally be a 10-hour drive from Kanagawa. Yeah, it was a 20-hour trip because it was Mountain Day and some weird holiday in Japan, but it was pretty cool. It was nice to like have like a little bonding journey with it, like right off the bat. Since it was a 94, I had to leave it in Japan in storage for like about a year and some change. Luckily everything worked out and I was able to get it shipped on my own over here with the 25 year import rule. So far there's only like minor things wrong with the car, nothing too bad. So I felt like it was a pretty good base for a car that I could build on my own. Like, I know it's NA, but I think it has a lot of potential, and I'd like to see it become something great. So that's why I like it. You know, it's honestly like a part of Japan that I brought back, and I miss Japan so much, like every day. So when I look at this, I get that reminiscence of that time spent out there, and it makes me happy. So just a little backstory on myself. I used to be an aircraft engine mechanic in the military. I was in the Navy for 6 years, and I never worked on cars before, but I'm looking forward to just learning as much as I can. And I'm not gonna act like I know everything, because honestly I don't. I'm really looking forward to learning and meeting a bunch of new people, you know, through this. So I'm pretty excited to start working on it. When I got out of the military, I started working at SpaceX. I was working on the Dragon 2 capsules for a little bit, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that and school at the same time. It was just too much. The work hours were too intense, and school was kind of taking the back burner, and I want to get ahead now. So I ended up leaving SpaceX, and I found another job. So I'm working full-time, and I'm going to school full-time online, and I'm still going to try to put out as much content as I can and still build this car. So all right, so this is it right here. I was able to pick it up at the port of Long Beach. Right now, just waiting on paperwork so I can get it registered. Here it is so far. Pretty clean interior, it's not bad. Obviously it could use some love. 25-year-old car. Does come with some minor things wrong with it, but I'm glad it's nothing major. paint could use some love, but like I said, she's old. We'll get that all squared away eventually. I'm gonna be making like another video pretty soon, just giving like more detail on like what's already installed in the car and how it is, and just kind of like an overview of it. So first off, I'd like to just say, thanks for watching this video, and like and subscribe, and I'll be putting out more content pretty soon. Thanks, guys.